Hello, welcome to Studio Nicole. I am Nicole, and I'm so glad that you're here. I have a haul video today because despite the fact that I have spent the last month fighting with the stuff that is taking over my house, I somehow still spent the day thrift shopping. And so I bought a bunch of cool stuff. So I wanted to share it with you. So let's get to it. I actually have quite a few things to share today. From a few different like sources. Not all of this is thrift shopping. But I do have some cool stuff to share. So this is all from a thrift shop, and these were marked $3. There were more of them, and I kind of want to go back and get like the others. Um, but I was trying to restrain myself. These are books. This one is an essay on an old subject by Alexander Smith. And they're these tiny little books. 1948. Westport, Connecticut, the Redcoat Press. They're not like super, super old, but they're just the cutest little tiny books. And they have these covers, obviously, on them, but the books themselves are just so cute. So for $3, I got a couple of these. I feel like these would be so cute to make into a little journal. Like I would maybe not like cut them apart or take them apart, but just art journal on these pages. Um, of this book, 175 copies have been printed at the Redcoat Press, December 1950. This one. This one is A Discourse on Content by Isaac Walton. I just grabbed two kind of at random. This one has like a handwritten note on it on a checking account deposit ticket. For the Easton Plumber, Richard told me you were interested. Something told you, I don't know, I can't read it. It's kind of like the writing is not very distinct. The very small book, it says at the bottom. Anyway, interesting stuff. Fun stuff here. Then I got some patterns because these are awesome in art journals. They're wonderful for like art journal pages to add layers and texture. I love the color. I love all of this. And I realized I only had a couple. So when I saw these in a bin, I got a few. Um, I tried to get ones that were like stuffed full of lots of this paper so that I could cut it apart and share it in maybe the retreat welcome kits or in other workshop kits. So I got some of those. I also kind of like the pictures on the front of them. They're kind of cute. All right. I got a stamp set because I like these stamps. I don't really do like the thank you or the thinking of you, like the card, but I like these flowers. I got some resume paper because I am using this for what am I using it for? The commonplace book that I'm printing. I bought some, and this is similar to that. It's not exactly the same, but it'll work. And for $1, for a whole box, it looks like it's barely even been opened and it's mostly full. So I figured it was worth it. I also got this old pack of graph paper, which is kind of yellowed and aging too, which makes it that much cooler. This is, oh, I just liked the little hearts. I don't know if you can see them. There they are. You see the little hearts? They're like metallic hearts along the bottom of this paper. I thought that was cute. So for 50 cents, it's a pack of paper. This is a road trip. I think it's meant for like a scrapbook or a photo album, but I just love these big pages. I thought this would be so fun to either journal on or make some art journal pages or something. So again, it was $2. Couldn't pass that up. And then I got these. I got these. They're like folders and they've got the like the tool hole punch like for old medical records or something. But I liked the colors. I liked this like mottled like raspberry color and then there's a really dark blue color. And these were 50 cents each, so I got a couple of those because I like them. So there's that little pile. I also got some receipt tape, register tape. Each roll was 50 cents, and I love this to make things like snippet rolls. Let me see what I have here. So here are two examples of snippet rolls. This one is made with strips from my Oracle deck project. It just makes for neat like tape, like your own washi tape. And then this is a color snippet roll that kind of changes colors through the rainbow as you go. So this one was actually made on brown paper, not the receipt tape, but receipt tape is a great substrate for this kind of project. So again, for 50 cents, I thought it was worth grabbing a few of them. So I've got a couple here. Some of these might go in my giveaway stash as well. I got this super cute. It's not really ribbon. I mean, I guess it's kind of ribbon. But I like a sparkle. I like some sparkly stuff. So that was a fun find. Again, 50 cents. And then a couple of other 50-cent things of ribbon here. This one is also sparkly. It's like black with like some copper sparkles in it. And then this one is it's similar to like eyelash thread, but it's not eyelash thread. I don't think that's what this is called. Anyway, if somebody knows, out of focus. Come back. What happened? There we go. If anybody knows what this is called, you're welcome to tell me in the comments. That would be great. I would love to hear what it's actually called. I'm going to bring this back down a little bit more, back to where it was. All right, so I also got, I have another pile of stuff over here. I did get a few books to tear up. I should organize this a little bit better here. Okay. So these are bow stitch staples, but this is just such an old staple box. I don't know. I liked it. I mean, it really does have staples in it. I don't know that I will use them. Um, I'm not sure because they have like a weird bend in them, which I'm not used to seeing staples do that. So I don't know if these will go in like modern staplers. But I just liked the box. Sometimes you just have to spend 50 cents because you like the box. So anyway, there's that. What else did I get? Landscape Plants of the Southeast. This book I thought would be fun to just cut out these like line drawings of all these plants. Each page has one, and I think that they could be really good as focal images or on like small collage clusters or other things. I'm sure that the rest of the page could probably also be used as well, but I was really drawn to these line drawings, and I thought they would be fun to cut out. I don't know about fun to cut out, but fun to use after they've been cut out. So that's why I picked this book up. This one looks like it's somebody's, maybe their dissertation. But this is why I bought it, because this looks like it was hand typed on an old typewriter. The paper even seems like it's typed. And then I guess it was bound, by like a bookbinder. But I love these pages. I love the typed. Can you see? Let me get a little closer. Oh, there we go. Right. This makes great background paper. I'm sure this is not what this person thought would end up with their, like how their dissertation would end up, from 1973, but at least it's not in a landfill. So there is that. My pile is precarious over here. I'm afraid it's going to fall. And this one is about the monuments and the museum of the Acropolis. And I gotta tell you, I just want to cut out all these statues. The columns and the buildings are really cool, I think. But mainly, I thought that the statues in the second half here would just make really neat focal points. If I were to just cut out these statues, there are many of them in here. I just thought they would be kind of cool. Very neat. Very neat images. So yeah. So that's why I bought this one, so that I could cut out some of these statues to use as focal points. Some of them. It's an interesting course. All right. So that's that. What else do I have? All right. I have a couple of other things. I'm going to make some room. Let me move this. I say that, and then I realize that there's really nowhere to move anything to. And I keep bumping. I have my light kind of down low today, and I keep bumping into it. So sorry about that. Okay, I wanted to make some room on my desk because this was kind of a weird. This was a funny find. And I will tell you the story, and you will laugh at me and think that I'm absolutely ridiculous. So this box, it's pretty big. Can't it's like a pretty good size box, like maybe like the size of a shoebox-ish or so. I found this at Goodwill, and I was intrigued, and I was like, "Oh, what's in the box?" Because you want to know what's inside the box. So this is what was inside the box. Essentially nothing. The box is pretty much empty. There is this little bag that is also empty that says page 311. And there was this packaging that is empty and torn. And it says page 124 on it. And that was it. The whole box. That was the only thing in it. It was marked $6. And I was certainly not going to pay $6 for an empty box. But folks, can you see the handwriting? Like the entire box, all of the cardboard and the whole box is made with this, like, this fancy handwriting. I love it. And I thought I could really cut this up and make some like cool journal covers with it, or I could tear the paper apart, like if you like peel the cardboard, you could peel off these words and use them as a background or something. I even like this, the dots. Like even the dots on this packaging are kind of cool and could definitely go in my scrap bin. So I brought it up to the register, and I asked the lady, like, what was the lowest price? Because it's basically just an empty box. And do you know that the Goodwill here, the lowest price that they have now is $2? I know that they used to sell 99-cent things, because I definitely remember seeing 99-cent Goodwill tags, but they don't have 99 cents anymore. $2 is the lowest that they have. So what can I say, folks? I spent $2 on an empty box. But I'm actually very excited about it because I can't wait to tear it apart and use all the parts of it. So I don't know. Am I crazy? Tell me in the comments if you would do it too, or if you think I'm absolutely nuts. It's fine if you think I'm nuts because $2 probably is a lot of money to spend on an empty box. You're not going to get an argument from me about that. But I felt very empowered to spend that $2 because I saved so much money on my next purchase or my last purchase chronologically, which is this. Oh, can you see this? Look at this. It is a shape cutting and embossing starter kit. It is the Big Shot by Sizzix. I looked this up at Michael's. It sells for $239.99, on sale for $189.99. So approximately $200 worth of Big Shot stuff. And it was on Facebook Marketplace for $50. So I bought it and I picked it up today while I was out and about. And I don't really want to drag the whole thing out, but I did want you to see it's still in the packaging. Like, can you see? It is like still brand new. It has like all of the stuff still packaged in it. It has like plastic still on the pieces. So I feel like I saved enough money buying this thing for $50 to definitely be able to spend $2 on an empty box and feel like I was still getting a good deal. So I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Ooh. So yeah, and it came with this art bin. When I bought the Big Shot, it came with this. It's got some dies in here, which are kind of neat. But this is the part I was really excited about. I didn't even know that these existed. And these are like magnetic, like pads that you can stick your dies to. Look at this. And there are two that have nothing on them. And I have tons of dies. And now I know these exist. I could buy even more of them. How cool is this? So in addition to the Big Shot, these came with it, included as part of the listing. So I feel like I definitely made out very well today in my thrift shopping endeavors. Now, will I complain about having to find places for all this stuff and put everything away? Absolutely. Of course I will, because I do have a limited amount of space and I keep filling it up with additional stuff. But I am convinced, I'm sure you have seen this as well online, the memes that say that shopping for craft supplies and actually making the crafts are two very different hobbies. And so, yeah, so I apparently just participate in both hobbies. That's it. All right, folks, thanks for coming along with me today. Tell me what you think was my best find. What would you be the most excited about out of those options? Tell me if you think I'm crazy for buying an empty box. It's okay if you do. I won't be offended. And I hope to see you in a future video. Thanks for being here today, folks. Have a great night.